Hello, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review for the 1st of October 2021. We're going to have a look first at yesterday's racing, which was the last day of September, 30th of the 9th. Then we had a filter one race at Warwick, National Hunt, 310, Shentry, which was number 6. This came second as a 2-to-1 favourite. We rejected that. We decided it was a good horse and it had a structural advantage via the filter one. And it only just failed, but again we rejected it and it came second at 2-to-1 favourite. So and we also said it was not suited by the course. Basically, Warwick is quite a tight little course, but it gave, it was very close. But the odds were pretty grim anyway at 2-to-1 favourite anyway. So that's that one. We also had an alternate yesterday at Cheltenham on the all-weather. It's not Cheltenham, Chelmsford. Thinking ahead there. Chelmsford on the all-weather, 7 o'clock in the evening, and it highlighted 3 horses. This was a 5 furlong race, and it highlighted number 5, 6 and 7. 5 Miss Nay Never came 4th at 14-to-1. Number 6 Methan 6 at 4-to-5 favourite, and number 7 Invincible Larn 3rd at 16-to-1. So we didn't quite hit the winner there. We got the 3rd and the 4th, and the winner was Lip Sync at 50-to-1. So some scary results coming out at the moment, but we weren't involved with that. And the main reason we weren't involved with it is we couldn't really split those 3 particularly. They ran pretty close, but ultimately we still didn't hook the winner out of that. So anyway, we stayed out of it, and that's where we are. So and we're 7.5 units up still. So but we haven't had a bet for a while now, since our each way. Right, 3 or 4 days ago. So we'll stop that there and look at today's racing. Right, we've written up today's racing then. So we've got a filter one race at Ascot in 305. Which is a listed race. Basically, a filter one is a structural advantage to horses, and there's 3 with a structural advantage. Number 1, Chalk Stream at 15-to-8, 2-to-1. Number 4, Mandoob at 11-to-4, and number 5, Scope at 5-to-2. Now they're all very tight in the market. They're competitive, and as such, there's no edge there for us. So we're going to just watch that and see what happens there. Now we come on to the alternates. We've got Fontwell National Hunt, 355. Number 4 Marble Moon 6-to-1, and number 5 Bonanza Sam at 14-to-1. Now we've looked at those in depth. Fontwell is only just down the road from where we are actually. So and if you look out the window, well you can't, but I am looking out the window, and it's actually chucking it down with rain. The ground is going to be soft. It's going to be soft stroke to heavy if they don't even abandon it, if it carries on. So and we've looked at these horses, and Marble Moon and Bonanza Sam are unlikely to be suited by the testing conditions. So we're going to chop those out. Another alternate race then is Hexham National Hunt 145. We've got 2 in that. Number 2 Always at Dawn, and number 5 Gripper. Always at Dawn has been rejected on a filter 2 basis, on a negative, and Gripper is an interesting one. It's a first time out, so this is its first run, but we don't feel it's going to be quite up to the job. So we're going to reject that as well. So that's Gripper. And then the final alternate race is at Newcastle on the all-weather at 6 o'clock this evening. It's number 6 Overdraft. This is a first time out horse as well. That's a first time out chase for Gripper actually. So if you look way back in its form, going back to Hexham 145, Gripper has had one go at chasing, and it wasn't very successful at all. And they've switched trainers. It's this horse, and this is its first go at chasing. So that's not really where we want to be in the risk profile. So anyway, back to Newcastle at 6 o'clock this evening. Number 6 Overdraft. This is a first time out horse. It's never been on the race course before to race, and it's up against like a 1-to-4 shot, which which is a sort of a class horse which is being touted to go forward to group status, and this horse, not that we'd be afraid of that particularly, but this horse we feel is too much of a big ask for it. Its profile isn't good enough for us to have a go. So Overdraft is out as well. But if you're having a look at any of those horses, that could be valuable information for you. The horse that's up against 1 to 4, Fantastic, I believe it is. We looked at that. It's got potential to be beaten. It's just whether that one's going to beat it. It ran very green and was not particularly clear galloper. But that said, it's a lot of it is expected of this, and because it's a first time out, we've got no real markers on it. So anyway, we'll leave it there. Unfortunately, there's no bets today, and yesterday was pretty messy as well. So anyway, plough on. 7.5 units up at the moment, and we'll go forward. So thanks for watching. See you tomorrow for the racing briefing.